I guess accountability is just like a Wi-Fi. Everyone wants in, but not everyone has the password. Yeah? Now we move on into another topic. It's kind of a diverse topic because people are either really with it or strongly against it. Some people see it as a voice and authority and use it as a strategic tool. Others, they see it as an accessory and as a mask. With that being said, our next keynote speaker truly embodies the power of both impact and presence. Please join me in welcoming back on the stage the Assistant General Manager of HR Group at Bobian Bank, Mr. Abdulaziz Al-Roomi.
I want some of the woo. ماكو يبا باي شيء يعطيكم العافيه مشكور يعطيكم الصحه ايوه more of this حطوا لي هذه الصوره مره ثانيه ليش تشيلوها this should bring me more money because of the white hair it's Bobian money not my money and this is not working yeah salam so we're ending today thank you so much. That's why I moved from IT. Sam. I did? Maybe the other one? Okay. I'll till you bring the flipper. So, it's about personal branding. Okay? I will share some of my achievements, not to show off, but because I'm humbled that the most important ones came from you, through your vote. The best keynote speaker, the best HR leader last year, and the best HR experts. This will help me to expose myself, share my story, in order to help you be successful. This is for you and about me. Trust me, it's not about me. So I urge you, please ask question, cut me off, tell me if this makes sense or doesn't make sense. I don't need all the 30 minutes, all I need is 15 minutes. Why? Because I'm tired and I like to have more knafe. If you don't have one, you better try it. Anyway, that's me. So, a lot happened last year. I launched, alhamdulillah, 2 new books, The HR Hustler and Survive and Thrive. Thank you, sir. As being the first co-author from the Middle East with the founder of Reebok, Mr. Joe Foster. He's 91 years old, he's still making books. Okay? And again, the awards that you have given to me, so thank you so much, I'm very humbled for. So, in order to build our success story, Mohammed, don't have to worry about it, you're already there, okay? But I need your tips. Why HR? Who cares about HR? Okay? Who listens to HR? We're just a call center where admin, anyone can do the job. How to be an effective leader, and why you? Do we agree that HR is not about HR? Yes? It's about what then? يوم الفاكتور لا simpler. I'm tired, I had kanafa, I want to have another kanafa. Talk to me in simple language. Let's use the hustler language. So, HR is about what? People growth, ماشي? HR is not about us, it's about what the business want, what the community want, what the customers want. So HR is what the business about is HR is about the people, and how do we do this mix between the people to drive business results. Simple as that. So they say it's all about the money. Don't fall in that trap. HR is not about money. We will never measure ROI out of training when it comes to money. Okay? Even Dr. Dave already said we will never reach that point. I don't see we're going to reach it anytime soon. I'm for ROI, Kirkpatrick. However, don't fall into that trap. Because no one can tell that by attending this training, you made this money alone from the training. Your mood, your relationship, the weather, who knows? So let's not fake ourselves and be focused and be objective. Clarity is key. So it's all about productivity. And how to be productive? My humble understanding, up to now, is divided into three main elements. Number one, engagement. You see people engaged, they want to do work, even if they're looking for somewhere else. As long as they're coming to work and they're producing, that is enough, because you cannot control this. Number two, innovation. More with less. Yes. You don't need to have AI, R&D. Make it simple. They care. They want to do the job easier. Even if it was for your sake, as a manager, it's enough. Last but not least, value. Do we see change? Yes. Do we see impact? Yes. Results? Khalas. Life is simple. In order to get my boss, the management, my stakeholders, my wife at home, my kids, everyone on board, we need to speak one language. And that's how I convinced the management of having EVP, Employee Value Proposition. Why is it important? As simple as we all speak the same language. When I did my introduction today, I combined the EVP. I said we forge leaders, we celebrate innovations, and we grow together in a different language, right? Within that, we have embedded our values, our competency framework, our differentiator. So whether it's me, an HR leader, or anyone in Bobyan, we speak the same language, and we look at talent and people from the same lens. I don't have to convince you this training is important. I won't get the heat if people were not happy with the happy sheet. I won't be responsible if people don't stay because they get paid more. We agree to follow and measure the same things. This is how we get the buy-in from the management and how we bring value as HR. So HR is about regulating business, culture. Remember COVID? We were very important all of a sudden. Okay? And no matter what you do, you're taken for granted. We need to live with this. This is our curse, but we love it. And we need to have thick skin if we really care. We drive morale through the leaders. We build the trust through the leaders. It's never us. Don't be tricked in pushing you to be the owner of happiness. The owner of happiness is the individual himself or herself. The leaders should drive engagement. The leaders should drive morale. Why? Because they're there 24/7. They control everything in the employee life cycle. We don't. We just enable them to do the right things. HR is the heart rate. Why is it the heart rate? Pardon? Okay, but why heart rate? People will die? Okay, this is dark, but it's okay. Trouble, yes? Good. Good. Yes, trouble. Right. Thank you. Again, it's too HR. The answers you're giving is too HR. It's too sophisticated, complicated, technical. Amr. Okay. Again, correct, sophisticated. My simple answer is as follows. When I go to the treadmill, I see the heart rate. I see my heart rate. If I go fast enough, I will burn fat. If I go too fast, I will burn my muscles. And similar to the ICU, you always check the heart pulse. If you take charge, and if you know how to measure the heart rate of your organization, you will know if you're going too fast, too slow, too low, too high. And then you gauge all of this, and you advise the management on the right decision. The best role of a CHRO is an advisor. You won't drive the business, they need to drive the business through trusting your judgment. See? That's what I see all the time. And that's why I love HR. It's cheesy, but I love it. Now, the second part, the HR leader. How to be an effective HR leader? Are we using technology for our advantage? Yes. Today we talked about data. Data defeats doubt, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Can data bring results? To eliminate intuition, bias, what have you. Make your life easy, and you can sleep resting at night that you were fair. You will let people go. You will punish some people, but based on actual results. And you promote the right people to keep the culture and to keep the workplace. If you support poor behavior, there will be no workplace. Where we will go? We're looking for another job. Let's ask ourselves these questions. I ask myself this question almost every single day. Almost every single day. Am I trustworthy? With my team? With the management? Whoever? With you? With my audience? Do I know my work? HR work. Do I know my field very well? Do I know the business? I don't need to know the business better than the business themselves. I just need to know a little bit to help me make the right HR decisions. Do I have the right support from the stakeholders? There is a nice map. I have it in the HR Hustler to just help us who to keep informed, who to influence, and to simply ignore when we do a project or a transformation within HR. You don't need to get everyone aligned, only the ones who matter. Are we trendy enough? Do we know what sustainability means? DEI, AI, whatever. We shouldn't look old. We need to look trendy. Can we relate to Generation Z or Generation Alpha? I don't know what generation. Or AI. We don't know. We need to be trendy to gain that credibility from everyone. A real example. The team, Learning Development, Talent Management, they built the Bobian Business School. This is a real example of using the technology. This is what our employees see when they go to register for a training. Bobian Business School, different academies, School of Banking, School of Leadership, what have you. It reads directly from Institute of Banking Study and other institutions, and updates our calendar. People can register, see the feedback, get a reminder through a robot registering on the program, and when it comes to competency, fitting people within roles, moving them within areas, succession planning, with a click of a button, we know who is the best fit through our talent management competency framework, from technical, from leadership, non-bias. Do you think that they're very happy with it? No. Why? Because for some of them, it goes against their will and against their bias. But they cannot beat that. Why? Because data defeats doubt. Now, why you? Now, we understood how to position HR in general to speak a common language. Tamam. With the get buy-in, then you're a good HR leader. But why you? Why me? There's some things that we need to obtain and we show constantly. And that is where we want to go. So far, the only option is Chief HR Officer. I'm striving for this. But if I don't reach it, is it my mistake? I forget all the achievements that I did because I didn't reach that position, which is mostly political, as you know. Or be a consultant or be a coach. I have to have an aspiration. I need to think of myself and my kids and my future. And not to go to work day by day. And who knows, I might continue or not. And then I'm going to lose everything I worked for. Do I know my business? Do I know how to make money? Do I have my own money? Do I have my own hustle? Okay? This will give me credibility when I talk to the management, when I talk to people. They know that I have different things to do. I don't rely on them only. Do I understand budgeting finance? Do I use technology for my advantage? My personal advantage? Be compassionate. And whatever role you are, whether you're on payroll, talent, whatever, always listen. Listen with your heart before your ears. Listen to what is told, what is untold. Take action accordingly. Don't overpromise, don't underdeliver. Show them that you really care and do it genuinely. Okay, people feel that. Coaching is key. Please go take the ACC or whatever coaching before you get replaced by AI. Okay, you don't need to go to the next level, but coaching really helps in building self-awareness. Self-awareness is key for any person who wants to be successful. I have leaders, general managers, and even higher. They don't know. They can only explain themselves or present themselves in 2 words. I like or I dislike. So how can they interpret how other people are feeling? And you know, this type of people will never go to a training. I don't go to emotional intelligence training. I'm GM, I'm chief, I'm whatever. And more, people will suffer under them. You don't want to be that person. Listening skills are very, very important. Emotional intelligence is key. Don't cry when they cry or laugh when they laugh, okay? Wanna be drama, okay? It's not about empathy, it's about sympathy, okay? Because otherwise, you have a family, you have yourself, you need to take care of yourself. And you're working in HR, you will always be surrounded by drama. So you need to have disconnect, but relate. Use your mind, not your heart. Talk like them. When you produce things, when you produce new ideas, talk MVP, all the slang. Make sure you relate to them. Make sure they understand and they see things from their perspective. Think like a product manager. HR certification is mandatory. Wallah al-azim mandatory. It doesn't have to be HRCI, okay? Why? Because when we talk in technical terms, people will take us seriously. Best. We can relate to each other. We can build community. Whether it's coaching, whether it's RCI, whether it's HRCI, it doesn't matter. But we need to tell people that we know something, and it's very, very crucial to know it and to do it properly when you want to be the leader of HR. It builds your credibility and gives you the right exposure. Personal branding. So just setting the stage. We're just setting the stage. When you have a vision, you can influence with the skills, the competence that you have, to do the right change and deliver. Only then, whether you are an officer, a senior, manager, whatever, you will be taking seriously. And you need to do it every single time. Every single time. Okay? Because people will tend to forget. Plus, you're HR, no one cares about you. You're not in finance, you're not in the business. The CEO will always be on their side. You need it to build your integrity. When you do this all the time, every time, whether you're leading yourself, whether you influence others, whether you have an authority, you will lead with fulfillment, based on your values, based on integrity. Whether you say in this organization or you don't, people will trust you and regret you for who you are and what you stand for. It's okay to say no if it's affect your morale, your integrity, and your values. And you will say right for the right moment, for the right project. You will never be a failure, trust me. And people will never take you for granted. You will always live in fulfillment and it will always be your best when the right time comes. Key takeaways, always get feedback, whether you like it or you don't. Help them make it objective and constructive so you can build on it. Leadership is what you leave behind. And I will leave you with one tip from a personal branding guru, Jeff Bezos. He says, personal branding is what people tell or talk about you when you're not in the room. This is your legacy, how you want to be remembered. In case you're not connected with me, please give me that honor. Follow me. Let's have a useful conversation. If not today, maybe in the future. Thank you so much.